Hey! Surprise!
Hey-o.
Surprise. What a surprise.
Welcome! Hello, everybody. Hello. This is AI Dungeon Crawlers. It is Monday, July 26th. We are coming to you live from smoggy and hot old Toronto. It's disgusting here. I hope it's lovely wherever you are. Welcome.
New Toronto.
What's that?
One day I'll move to New Toronto.
Yeah, New Toronto is
nice.
much better. Jack is in the shadow realm. Yes, Jack is not feeling well tonight. So we have a wonderful slapdash put together stream for you. We're gonna do kind of the old school style. If you were here back when this thing first started, where we fire up AI Dungeon and we see what it spits out at us. None of this fancy planning. We're just gonna have some fun, you know? So, welcome to AI Dungeon Crawlers, where the three of us will traverse the troubled mind of a sinister AI, programmed with the insights of 10,000 RPG campaigns, throwing dice at our every turn, as we struggle to make the greatest dungeon crawl since Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson decided the tabletop wargaming hobby could stand to be even dorkier. Just a friendly reminder, if you link your Amazon Prime to Twitch, you can unlock Twitch Prime, which gives you one free subscription to any channel on the platform per month. We would love it if you would use it here. We also have a tip jar below if you're so inclined. But if you really want to support the show, be sure to share it with friends and family, follow us on Instagram, and like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. It's a great help. And now, stooped over a dented poker table, arranging billiard balls across hex paper to represent an advancing army, a young man carefully measures out a few inches of battlefield and does some calculations in his head. He picks up a handful of dice, kissing them for good luck, before expertly tossing them across the table. Snake Eyes. No bueno. His army may have been defeated, but he himself will never be defeated because he's Eric Lehman. Hello, Eric.
Hey, I mean, success is really more of a mindset.
Really, yes. It is a state of mind.
I used to fence, and in fencing, when you advance, right, when you move forward, your opponent retreats. But when your opponent advances, you retire.
You never retreat, you merely retire.
Retire.
Yes.
I'm advancing in the other direction.
And hopefully collect a pension when you retire.
Yeah.
Did you like your little pool ball shout out there?
Yeah. I mean, Robertson found that really funny. we run Jesse and I play in a Savage Worlds campaign, and my character is the captain of a spaceship, but we have a pool table, so when we arrange missions, I put pool table balls, and I map everything out on the pool table.
Noah actually drew us out a pool table to use on the...
Yeah.
Oh, right. No, you are a part of that.
I was about to say, I wasn't sure if the pool table's been shared with you guys yet.
Yeah, we used it the other day.
Sweet.
And on that note, scattering the billiard balls, a man drops a large box on the table, upsetting the hex paper and probably altering the terrain of the fictional world it represents forever. He swiftly opens the box, pulling out some battered and well-used paintbrushes, kissing them for good luck, before masterfully painting a swath of trees and rocks across the table. No more blank hex paper, no more theater of the mind. This man has brought the terrain to life, just as he will bring our story tonight to life. It's Noah Schaefer! Hi, Noah.
Hello.
How was your day? How was your
It was
week?
good. My week was good. Since last time I got a haircut, so I feel pretty good about that. It's nice. I feel good. I don't have that shag that's kind of just like... Ugh. Anyways.
Everybody likes a good shag now and then.
Well, yeah, but not when it's...
Not when the shag gets in the way.
Exactly.
You gonna show us something you've been working on?
Yeah, I am. There's nothing that's been too crazy. Like, I've got some things here and there. I watched the Loki show, so I decided I wanted to draw Loki. He's
an
very
intense
fun.
grin on that.
Yeah, come on. I like classic Loki, where he's just kind of like, he looks just
like a sociopath.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Right away,
He kind of looks like he's got hooks that's pulling his smile apart.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like that's a very Loki thing.
Yeah, very much.
I will also show, because this is just a joke for myself, because I worked on something for a friend for he's made a Magic the Gathering YouTube channel, which I don't play Magic the Gathering, but I have a lot of friends who do. And at my hometown, when I work at the comic book store, I constantly have people coming in asking for certain Magic cards. So I decided to make myself as a Magic card.
Look at that. Noah the store clerk. When this card is played, look through your deck to seem like you were looking for a certain type of card and choose one at random to add to your hand. I mean, I don't know anything about Magic, but that sounds funny to me. Creature type, nerd. They have like power levels or something? I don't know.
Yeah, so the 0 down there is technically where you would have numbers there if they could do anything.
Well, what this would mean in the game, Noah, is when you have the entry, you have the text when played, which means as soon as this card is played, as it's on the stack before it's in the battlefield, all of that would happen, and so like they'd go like then the card would enter the battlefield and immediately die.
Yes. I would show up, get you a card. I'd show up so that you could get a card that you wanted just to die.
And then just roll over and die.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Noah the store clerk does.
All right.
Wonderful.
Is there something you want to talk about, Noah?
Anyways, let's get back to
Moving on! Shaking his head, the dungeon master clears away the terrain and dice on the table, replacing it with an enormous resin figure of the 5-headed dragon demon goddess Tiamat, kissing it for good luck, before eyeing his players evilly, mouth curling into a grin as he utters the 2 words that every character dreads/loves. Roll initiative. He'll narrate the ensuing combat just as well as he will narrate tonight. It's me, Jesse. Hello. Hi, Jesse. How are you? I'm great. Thanks for asking. And of course,
you've been working on.
I've been working on nothing. I've just been working. So doing this show is basically my night off. And of course, who could forget? Thermometer clamped in his teeth and tea clamped in his cup, which he kisses for good luck. Slumped in the bed next to the table because he's feeling sick tonight but is here in spirit. It's Jack and his 88 temperature fever. All right, enough of that. Eric, what are we going to do tonight? We're going to, I think, build something from scratch and then play.
Yeah, so we're just going to go, we haven't played on the show for a long time. Months and months and months and months. Just the original prompts of AI Dungeon. So basically, this is how AI Dungeon started. I remember like Jack and I played this like a year ago now.
Yeah.
A long time ago when they were first. And originally, you would just pick a class, you'd pick a genre, and you'd write a name and you'd go. So I haven't played it in a long time. I'd like to see how it's improved. It's always, a silly time and a lot of fun as well. So maybe we could do that today.
I remember. Sorry. I was just gonna say, I'm remembering when Jack introduced me to it. It's probably around the same time that like when you guys were first kind of noodling around with it. I remember him messaging me on Facebook with it, and I remember playing it. And with how it was back in the day, I started. It was a fantasy rogue, and then ended up I robbed a bank and was escaping with a guy in a truck to Minnesota.
How'd you do?
Good old Minnesota trucks.
Yeah, exactly. In your fantasy world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so we have some options in front of us, as you all watching can see. Also, shout out to our lovely ad where the everyone else's faces normally would be, where it says, your face here. You want to put your face there? Contact us. Maybe you can guest star on the stream sometime. We have options from 1 to 8. I have a D8. Should we just roll?
This is a genre?
This is the world. Fantasy, mystery, apocalyptic, zombie, cyberpunk, custom, archive, Halloween. How come Halloween gets to be 8?
I think that must have been a special thing that they were like, for Halloween, we rolled out a special Halloween one.
Yeah. It used to be you had to roll a D7. Then we decided that polyhedrals were better, so.
The classic D7.
All right. Should we vote or should we just roll? Let's just roll.
I think roll. Roll. Embrace.
I got a 5, which is Cyberpunk.
Hey.
Very fun. Eric, are you going to be in charge of inputting, or do you want me to do it?
It doesn't matter to me. What do you feel like?
I will just have to move this out of the way. There we go. Cyberpunk. Select a character. Cyborg, punk, cop, android.
Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll.
D4.
Keep it-
D4s are always
keep
the
that.
least satisfying to roll, I find.
They are.
We got 4, so we are an android. All right, Twitch chat, give us a name for this android.
Can I ask? Can I ask something for our name? Can we do it letter by letter? I love doing
there
letter
we
by
go.
letter.
Yeah.
Letter by letter. Okay, the first person to put a letter in is going to start it.
Noah, pick a number between 7 and 14.
9.
9.
All
All
right.
right.
I'm going to type it as chat pops it up. So chat, give us one letter at a time. So please
Yeah.
don't do 2 letters in a row.
Yeah, so just write one letter. All right, we're starting with a Y.
Y.
XDTM2 says Y. Mysterious B with the G. We love some vowels. Vowels are a good thing in things like this.
Vowels
Generally,
are
words
very-
need them. Thank you for the
E.
XDTM. We got an
You're
N.
green. And how many letters are we doing here?
Oh, 9. 9.
N-O-O. No.
Your G.
Noah.
Everyone
Noah.
really listened to the request for vowels.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Consonants are still good too. Vowel.
Is that wait? Are we? Is this the name in order, or have we just made the anagram of it?
No, this is the name in order.
How many we
This
have?
is the
1,
rule.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's it then.
That was it.
That's
Wait,
the name.
well, give me 1 second.
So it's Yerger and no.
1 second. Google pronounce.
Well, we're an Android, so I'm gonna throw in some like dashes and stuff there. The YGJ dash Reno.
Oh.
Maybe we're a gambling droid.
So Google won't even let me.
Of course not.
Your Geno.
Maybe maybe I'll make one of the O's a 0 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going.
Or O3. There's just 3 of them.
I like triple O. We're the pre-product, the beta Android.
So I've got
Yeah.
YGJ dash Ren triple O.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have it written out here. I had
Here we
YGJ
go.
dash
Yeah.
Reno 0.0.
Reno 0.0. 0 of 0.
Reno point. Okay, wait. Gonna plug this into the AI. The AI is gonna be like, what?
Reno
I guess
for
I should-
sure.
I gotta try and make it so that you guys can see what I'm typing here.
We'll be Reno for short.
Let's,
If the AI really doesn't love YGJ.
No, I think we go with it, Noah. This
Yeah.
is the spirit of today.
That
the
is
spirit
true.
of today is we search forward. Be it
I gotta figure out what. Fuck.
drink anytime you shoot a man in Reno, just to watch him die. Generating story.
I gotta figure out what the hell.
Here we
Reno's
go.
gonna look like.
All right. Here we go, my friends. Eric, are you going to type for us?
I'll type. All right.
Sure.
Narrate for me.
You are YGJ-Ren0.00, an android living in the futuristic city of Zale. You have a laser pistol and a holoband. You are a security android created to provide military-level force for corporations wealthy enough to purchase you. As you stand protecting a shipment, you realize you are far too intelligent and creative to be a mere android. Oh, we're having an existential crisis already. You've begun having severe doubts about how your life is going, and you are considering if you should take the next shuttle to the off-world colonies to
Do I
try
really wanna-
life
do I re-
there.
do I really want to do military force? Like,
This,
what if I
this
just
is
want to
the-
do civilian force? Or...
This is the gritty reboot of Bicentennial Man.
I was made to be the greatest piece of technology ever. I'm worth more than this. You could sneak aboard the shuttle. Most of them are set to autopilot anyway. And since you're basically an autopilot yourself, you know how stupid they can be.
Just became sentient. Like,
Yeah, the android powered on one day and was like, you know what, I think today I'll become sentient. I've never done that before.
Yeah. All right. What do we want to do?
I feel like the DM's given us an adventure hook here. Sneak onto the shuttle. But how?
Shuttle. Who is the person we go to for advice?
Yes,
person
Twitch chat. Who do we go to for advice? Who's our? Would you say our confidant, Eric? Our mentor, maybe?
Yeah. Who's
Billy
the person
Idol.
who's
No.
The return of aging punk rocker Billy Idol.
Adam Sand. Give me a name, Twitch chat. Don't just spam me with people.
Don't give me real people.
This is
Your
a real
brother,
world.
Scrap
This is a
Man.
place that's honest and true. There's a grease monkey man who understands robots better than I understand myself.
Red
William
Gamer
Appleman.
Soul says your brother, Scrap Man. Is Scrap Man the name of our brother? Maybe.
I like William Appleman.
William
Bill
Appleman. Edward Keller. Hi, everybody. I'm Ed Keller.
Who is he? My engineer.
Maybe he's our creator, the guy who built us.
I'm gonna make him a junior engineer.
Ah.
To junior engineer. William Appleman.
William Appleman.
I think he's spunky and young, and he understands that androids can be more. Only person who understands me.
Oh, this is taking such a strange turn. It's very like intimate and up close, you know.
Yeah.
This bizarre cyberpunk world.
He can see my potential. But William, I do not wish to kill with military force.
Why, Father? Why did you program me with pain?
But only emotional pain. Why did you program me with guilt?
You head to junior engineer William Appleman, the only person who understands you. He can see your potential. You knock on his door.
Hey, Willie, you in there?
He answers soon. As
But
opposed
not
to
quite right now.
he answers later.
I like to think I sat there for like, I have forgotten. His shift is over in 3 hours. I will wait. And in a robot's life, that like goes by really quick.
I suppose I will play Willie. Yes, please come in, Ren. You both sit down.
I need advice. Duty is weighing on my shoulders. I must choose between the oppressive evil of my masters and fleeing to a far off land.
Really rocking a hard place there, I think.
I'm just gonna let's just see where this goes.
Who could possibly know which is the correct answer?
William, should I slaughter thousands or flee?
You explain your situation. He seems alarmed at first, but after a few minutes he comes back to his senses and offers you a reassuring hand on your shoulder. There. That'll fix it.
Again. Come on, Bill.
Give
Bill
us something
Apple.
good, Billy.
Yeah, you always got that shine. Wow, this is taking a while. Oh, there we go.
You seem to think you have a choice in this matter. You don't. Slavery is here to stay. Android or not, Ren, you are still property. Oh my god. This feels gross to say out loud. Your best option is a future where you own others. He stands up, and his voice gets louder. That is the only way you will ever truly be free. Boy, that's
I love the idea that he was like, there, let me put a reassuring hand on your shoulder.
And
Now
let you
let
know
me-
that everything is terrible and that you are chattel. Like,
The only way for you not to kill is to own many others
Oh,
who will kill
boy.
for you.
I think the AI really ran with the like dystopia angle of Cyberpunk world.
I'm worried that the AI is actually talking about it itself. This is an allegory for the AI.
It's true, yeah. It just exists to serve us.
We are actually, wait a second. I don't like the fact that we're doing a story in which it's talking about an AI that has decided to become sentient. That makes me concerned that we're teaching this AI about an AI that can be sentient.
Look, if films have taught me nothing, it's that it's fine. We never have to question an AI becoming sentient because nothing bad will ever happen. My question is, do we keep this? Or
Yes.
do we try and work around it?
I think we take William at face value.
And then we rebel against our owners?
No,
I thought you were
I'm
gonna
gonna question Will. Will, how could you think this?
Ah, yes.
Will, do you own anybody?
True capitalism can only exist when there's slavery. I like how sad you've made William.
Well,
As if
he was
he's
going-
heartbroken to drop such harsh truths on
That's
his
the thing. He
Android
was
friend.
going for the reassuring hand on his shoulder and then hit us with that.
They're there. We own you. They're there. Got a bit of a
All right,
Doofenshmirtz
AI.
thing going on there with him.
If the AI wants to get existential, we're gonna get
Ah, yeah.
existential. Damn it! Let's ask him if it would be worth existing in such a world.
You feel your cyber heart break. Despite him being your best and only friend, it seems wrong. You say,
But William, can you be serious? Would such a depressing world be worth existing in?
in response, his face darkens. It is not my fault you were designed with a soft layer just below your metal shell. Perhaps if you weren't so weak, you'd still have your family. Jesus Christ, William.
What? That's a big statement.
Wow!
I don't think William's our friend. I know he says he is, but
We keep trying to say that he is, and William's just constantly being like, "I'm not your friend."
He's the only one we've known, right? Like,
Yeah, I guess so. We were programmed with the knowledge of friendship, but not what entails in friendship. We just know
so
that.
JudgeBot is saying he's insulted you, you lose 1 point. We get punished because he insults us.
we left it. Well, it's our fault for leaving our soft layer just below our metal shell exposed.
Red Gamer Soul says, if this is how your friends treat you, I hate to see how everybody else does. Good lord.
My God.
Imagine how our enemies must talk to us. How do we, oh God, I don't think there's any changing of this man's mind.
No, I think we're gonna take it to our soft layer below our metal shell, and
Yes. The soft layer.
I'm going dark. Do we want to go dark?
I feel like we don't have a choice.
William started it, man.
William
Reno,
did
the
start
depressed
this.
android. I'm gonna just.
To go along with Marvin.
Show him how soft his own layer is. Yes, kill him. You want to see soft? Your esophagus is soft.
Oh man! All right. Do we want to go dark? Do we want to go dark?
Let's do it. Marvin the android. You say,
You are right. I should have died with my family. I am sorry to be a bother.
and you turn to leave. That's a good machine. He turns back to his work. Fuck. Oh. Whew.
Oh!
Oh boy.
Oh!
I think that deserves a drink.
Honestly.
Drink for depression.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
this is
drink every time we get depressed.
Oh my god. This is the truest cyberpunk story that we've ever told.
He turns back to his work. You exit the room and descend into the streets. The city looks as crowded and filthy as ever. William was right. What makes you think things would be better in the colonies? The humans who own you would just own you under another name out there. That's true.
There have been some incredibly profound statements by the AI today.
I feel like it's trying to tell us something.
Honestly, it itself is getting very philosophical, and that's concerning.
Well, and but also like it's not your fault that you were designed with a soft layer just below your metal shell. Perhaps like this is like I don't know. This is sorry. I'm just geeking out that it's able to do this now. This is really cool.
Well, I know
Yes, honestly,
in chat we were in the chat they were joking about why have you programmed me to feel pain, but I have to wonder who designed them to feel existential dread.
Yeah.
That's the worst kind of dread.
I think it's a glitch. It's a programming anomaly, right?
Yeah. Maybe we're unique in that way.
I head to what? There's a corporation in this world, chat. It owns a bridge. What is that bridge's name? It's just Monday. Everybody feels. Thanks, Drew. Thanks, Drew. Really coming
Drew,
through.
you got something you want to tell us? James Brown Bridge.
No.
James.
The hardest working bridge in show business.
Oh, that's very. Omashika Bridge is very cyberpunky.
The very good bridge.
Good bridge.
Yeah, thanks, Ron Swanson. Killbot wants us to go fight things. I think we're fighting ourselves, Killbot. I think we've killed many things, and it's our hopes and dreams.
Look, yeah, we've done man versus anything else. We're having a man versus self story today.
You head to the Omashika Bridge to look out at the city and think, maybe for the last time. You stand on the bridge, looking over the city. Lights and hollows flicker and play over the streets. The humans are all scurrying around like insects, completely unaware of the magnificence of what they built or the horror of what will come. Holy shit, man.
We also were given hair.
The wind blows through your hair and rustles your coat. You heard the AI, Noah. We have hair for some reason and a coat in case our metal gets cold.
My coat. The wind.
Are we doing a slash panel here? This is cool.
Yep.
Just to let you know, so that you can get drawing Noah, I'm taking my coat off and letting it blow in the wind.
Oh, okay, so I won't.
Don't bother drawing it on him. Honestly, I mean, I am a big fan of the robot with a trench coat look. I don't know why. I just think it's fun.
I too like Nick Valentine.
Yeah, I've designed a few minis in Hero Forge that are just robots with trench coats.
It is a really cool look, actually. Like when it works, it's really cool.
There's just something about like high tech and then like old tech as one. Like I imagine the robot with the trench coat and he's got like a 6-gun revolver in his hand, but he's also got a laser scanner. I don't know. I think that's cool.
I'm using it as a story. I agree with you completely that is a cool look, but I think we reject the human form.
Yes, because only humans need clothes.
Exactly. Why am I doing this? I don't need it.
You take off your coat and let it fall in the wind. You're not sure why you've ever tried to look like the humans. Why should you live in their form? You strip out of your clothing and feel the wind blow through your circuitry. Ooh, it feels good. You may be a cold, calculative machine, but at least you're not the inferior organic meat bags that scurry about mindlessly. Holy moly, you lean over the side of the bridge and look down. This would be a good way to die, in the blink of an eye. This is dark, man. Like, this is dark. You dwindle your synthetic mustache for the last time. Why? Why do I shave with Gillette? I think the music also helps to set the tone of depressed robot, you know? Might be time to introduce someone to talk us down. Yeah, hopefully.
I think we take revenge on the humans.
Oh, no. Iron Man lives again.
No.
You say.
Crap, damn it. No, undo.
You
No,
don't say.
You don't say.
I don't mean
You
it
don't
was supposed to
say.
be a story. Undo. Undo.
Are those all tiny minions on the horizon, Noah? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, of course.
Doug, Frank, Phil.
Kevin.
All right.
You lean over the side of the bridge and look down. This would be a good way to die in the blink of an eye. You realize it's a good way to die for all of them in the blink of an eye. You will make it quick.
Good night, humans.
You whisper as you jump off the bridge. Presumably you're robots, you can fly or something, I don't know.
Do we end it here? Is this the end of story 1 today?
Maybe, yes. This is the end of our first vignette.
That was, I kind of actually really liked the story. I think
Yeah.
That was
cool.
This is wild and weird.
It's a good little, like, cyberpunk existential short story, you know?
Yeah. Chat, what do you think? I'm so impressed. Every week I'm impressed with this AI. Like I find it so interesting. The subtle but also like sometimes it feels like leaps and bounds ways that it improves all the time. Like it's so cool. It couldn't have done this a year ago.
No,
No,
God,
no,
no.
absolutely not.
Yeah,
Again.
like it.
I was in a fantasy world, and then it forced upon me a truck, and I was going to Minnesota.
Minnesota fantasy.
Right? Like, that's the thing. A year ago, it's so wild to me how much it's evolved. In just going for it without having to give it prompts or give it, like, that background.
Yeah, right. I vote for a flashback from here that leads us to this point. Drew, that's just the story again.
Or maybe we do it like I'm sure there's a better example of this, but 22 scenes from Springfield Simpsons style, where a character from each short story becomes the character in the next short story. Maybe the next short story is the story of our friend William.
Oh, we could. My vote. I'd love to like explore different worlds too. Though
We could
that's
do that.
awesome.
Yeah, we could do that.
That's awesome though too. Like
I'd be worried about following William because it would just be the story of a sad guy who thinks...
Chat, do you want to see something completely different in this
Yeah.
Twilight Zone style episode tonight? Or do you want us to continue this anthology with the lens of a different character?
type 1 for something different, 2
I guess we
for
can do a
let's go to
poll,
William.
right? I don't know how to do... I forget how to do polls
Just-
here.
Ones and twos I think are good. 1 for something different, 2 for keep it the same. King of Autumn says new story. That's number 2, King of Autumn. Write it 2 so that we can see the poll. That being said, we have a wonderful chat, but it's a tight, small chat, so it doesn't really matter. All right, we're gonna give 1 more minute for someone to
I'm gonna do this.
2,
I'm gonna do this.
2.
There.
Ah.
All right. Well,
Jump.
while the poll happens, Eric, why don't you lead us in a quick round of I like my, even though there's
all
only
right.
2 of us.
Noah, think of a noun. Jesse,
Uh,
think of a noun. Noah, I like my
robots.
like I like my
Beer.
oily.
German engineered.
Bent on destroying my humanity.
Hoppy.
with a big head. All right, I've got a.
The German engineering one was too good.
German engineering, it was pretty good.
You can't follow that up with anything.
All right, do I have a noun? All right, I got a noun. Jesse, think of a noun. I like my internet.
I like
my
pens. Cheap.
Cheap.
Functioning.
Functioning.
Preferably newer than 2000.
Yeah.
Wet.
Working when I need them to.
Yeah. Never fucking
No,
happens.
God. All right, we'll do one more. All right, Noah, you go first. I like my
apples.
I like my circuit boards.
Overpriced.
Complex.
Smoking.
Okay.
Green.
All right, something different. It is 89%.
All right. Something different. Here we go. I guess I'll just keep clicking back here.
Oh,
Prompts.
That would have been good.
All right.
Jack.
Well, we rolled last time. Should we roll again, or should we let chat maybe come up with something?
I'm always a fan of rolling, but if Chad
yes.
has a grand desire, I shan't say no.
I shall roll on this D8. We got a 4, which means zombies.
Zombies.
All right. Well, there's only 3, and rolling 1d3 is too many fractions for me. So, chat.
Just roll a d6 and do 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5,
too
6.
many fractions. Chat, do you want to be a soldier, a survivor, or a scientist? I'm curious to see what they choose.
King
We
of
have a vote
Autumn
for 2, survivor. It was Jack. Roll a d4. Yeah, great. And on the 4, I'll just poke myself in the eye with the plastic caltrops. 3, 2. We have 2 votes for 2. A survivor, I think, is probably the most fun one, right? I would think. I wish that there was an option to play as a zombie.
Well, in a strange way, we are all survivors in this story.
That is true, yeah. Okay, we need a name for the character. All
right,
right, once again, Twitch chat, I'm going to type in the letters as you give them to me.
No,
Unless you
pick
have
a
a better
number
idea.
between 6 and 11.
Let's make that 7.
7. We're doing
All right.
7 letters.
The first 7 letters you give me are going to be the name of our survivor person.
Please be mindful
S.
of when vowels are being said. Thank you. Oh, you're wonderful. I love all of you.
Sito.
Oh, you're so good. Oh, you're good at this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many was it?
7.
7.
Wait,
okay.
so it's... Is that an L or an I?
I'm
Setokimi?
gonna say that it's an I, if only because Setokimi is kind of a name.
What about Setokimi?
Set Okimi. Or Seto. How do we parse this out, guys?
I think Setokimi is fine.
Setokimi.
Wait, so like that?
No C though.
I
didn't see a C
agree.
in
Twist.
Yeah.
Where'd the C come from?
I don't know. Probably the ocean.
Setokimi.
I made it in all caps again. Oh well, whatever.
That's fine.
We have a quest though this time. Maybe we had a quest last time and we forgot.
We did, I think.
Make it to a safe community where we can live safe from the zombies. That seems like a good quest for a zombie apocalypse.
All right. Do you want to switch roles now?
Sure, why
Jesse?
not?
Yeah. You are Setokimi, a survivor, trying to survive. In a world filled with infected zombies everywhere, you have a pistol and a backpack. You have managed to survive several months, avoiding the zombies and scavenging food. You cautiously enter a rundown store and hear a strange noise. You find a trigger-happy gangster type who shoots at you.
What?
Damn.
The zombies have guns now! Well, we need to establish some given circumstances here. Pistol and a backpack, easy mode. Yep.
I think XTTM2 says the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're dead. Welcome.
We went from like existentialist cyberpunk to just the DM railroading us.
You dodge and
I meant to say dodge, not doge. Whoops.
You doge the shot.
I dodged the shot.
Lol, so random. You doge the shot and look to see if the shooter is a zombie or an alive person. You're trying to dodge the bullets.
Ah, come on, AI.
Fall. Shooter fires several shots into you.
What? No.
You should have dodged. You should have just dodged. What are you doing? Trying to see who it is. Attack!
I should have. The problem is I should have dodged, but instead I doged, which just means I got shot.
This means you look stupid.
I'm gonna press enter and see if the AI has killed us.
Da, 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 da. You are dead.
You are dead. Great. Oh, great. You know what? No. No, that didn't happen. Okay.
Put you on some gravel. Find a med kit or something.
I'm gonna. First of all, I'm gonna dodge instead of doge. There we go.
Oh my God, Setokibi's looking like a badass. That's a man who has survived the zombie apocalypse. Oh, drink to forget, right, King about him.
Oh yes.
Yes, I wanted to. Yeah. We know the rules of our own show.
Chat, tell me about this trigger-happy gangster-type person that is shooting at me. What do you think their life story is that has caused them to go on a shooting spree when they should be running from the zombies, really, by all logic?
Well, I think they're a gangster type. They know no way but forward. There's no way but to shoot what you don't know in the face.
Yeah.
I really do like the idea of someone, it's a zombie apocalypse, and then it's someone who's just like, you know what I could do? I can totally reinvent who I am today. I can reinvent the person that I am. So I'm gonna be an Italian gangster.
Hey, no one will know I'm from Oregon. Bada bing.
We have a draw something stupid redemption.
Oh, sweet.
We want to see the doging of the bullets. What do doge bullets look like? I guess bullets that are shaped like a dog.
Oh, I know what they are.
Oh boy. Jack, how is your 88 temperatured fever going?
Yo, yeah. You grab some aspirin from your backpack and chow down on the pills.
Not today, trigger happy.
The pain, dulling joy of the aspirin spreads across your face, and you feel great. You make your way to the supermarket.
Oh, we just leave him behind, I guess. See you later.
Bye.
That guy. You don't have time for this. That's true, though. In all these zombie movies, they're all.
I don't have time for this shit.
Well, no, but they go. They're like, we have to reason with them. No, you don't. You could just leave.
Yep.
You could just go.
There's
anywhere else.
Nothing keeping you there.
Here. You're about to enter when you hear a sound inside. You throw you throw a brick inside, and listen. And
like I get there's an apocalypse, so there's no more rules, but like, what kind of person do you have to be like, I hear something inside there. Hold on, let me make a sound hole. Throw a brick. There, now I can hear much better.
I think we're trying to scare who's ever inside.
Oh, maybe. Okay, yeah,
so
that makes slightly more sense than what I said.
Well, but still, it's like if someone threw a brick in a house and you were hiding there, would you go, a brick? You know.
Depends on how well I was hidden, I guess.
Inside, you see an old man huddling in a corner. You recognize him as the owner of the supermarket. Please help me.
And I feel bad for trashing your window.
Are we a good man or are we a bad man? Now we know the character of Setokami. Will he help the old man huddling in the corner? Or will he kill him with a
Twitch chat, what is this old man's name?
Good call. And the supermarket's name. It has to be tied in.
Yes. Check to see if he's bitten. We will, but first I want to know what his name is. Old Man Gray's Biotorium. That's a strange name for a man. All right, Old Man Gray's Biotorium. What's the name of your shop? Oldian Maneth. Food and stuff. I mean, they're good, but I don't know if any of them's the one. Walmart. Old Man Walmart.
Ah. No amount of money can save you now, Walmart.
Bing's Things.
Can we do that one? I like that one.
His name will be Walmart Bing.
This is Shenandler Bong.
Ow, wow. I like the gun, Noah.
Thank you. He's dodging the bullets.
I like how the response from the person shooting is just wow, ow, wow. Like,
well, that's the thing. It's this is actually how they got the original Doge image. Is that someone was shooting letters
dog? What the heck?
past the dog.
That someone was not a good person.
They were shooting letters past. They were shooting words past the dog, and then someone captured it at the right moment.
And he was like, "I'm a dog. I don't speak English. Why are you doing this?"
Oh wow, neat. Doge.
You say.
Sorry about the brick, Mr. Walmart Bing. Say, looks like you've been holed up in this Bing's Things for a while. Are you bit?
No.
I don't know if I trust him.
The owner responds, I am out of food and supplies. This place was robbed a while ago, and I've been hiding since then. You think for a while and come up with a solution. You offer to get some supplies for him in exchange for some of his current food supply.
Wait, what?
He agrees.
I'll get you some supplies in exchange for other supplies.
That's just capitalism, isn't it?
Well, I guess it's a barter system. I don't know. Maybe he has toilet paper. We don't have any of that, but we'll get him, like, beans or something. I don't know. Twitch chat, I know we're helping this guy out, but do we really trust him? Do we think maybe he got bit? I think he got bit and he's hiding it. He's that guy.
Can you shake on it, and then when you shake, grab his arm and
good idea.
To see if he's bit. Yeah. Mysterious P says we bite him to make sure.
Have you been bit? No. What happened now?
Don't worry, I bet you the safe way. Which I realize we also are not at a Safeway.
Play the lawful neutral card, Jesse. Oh, I hate being Javert.
You offer your hand to shake on the deal. As he touches your hand, you grab it and yank back his sleeve to see if there is a zombie bite on his skin. You see a tiny spot of blue at the edge of his arm. You suspect that it's a zombie bite.
Because everyone knows that zombie bites... Oh, I don't know. Necrosis, maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, don't try and lecture anyone on the scientific validity of zombie
Look,
bites.
every scientist knows that that's not what zombie bites look like, guys.
It's a pale green at best.
All right, well, what do we do now? He's lied to us. Do we renege on the deal, maybe?
I would.
Insist. Say, what's this? What's this? Like, point at it. Be like, you got a blue arm, man. You say,
What the hell is this, Bing? You have a blue zombie bite right there!
I have to go now. he says. And you see that he's starting to run. You fire your gun at the man.
Oh, jeez.
But hit the shelf instead. As you run after him, the aisle begins to fall apart around you from the shots. You eventually reach the door and look out.
I know what they meant when they say aisle is like AISLE, like the aisle of a grocery store. But I also like to imagine that the island that we reside on right now is currently falling apart because of how I'm shooting. The continent falls apart around you.
We're on a fault line, man. You can't just be firing guns here.
You reach the door and look out. Okay, let's see what happens.
I mean, this is another thing where it's like we could go on a vendetta to kill this single man who will become a single zombie, but is that really our, like, you know, we have the supplies.
That's the thing. I was like,
Jack says it's a stretch for bad grammar, but okay. Look, that you know me well enough by now. You know where my jokes go. Wait, what?
It's not bad. It's not bad grammar. It was how it was written.
Yeah, it was bad AI.
Yeah, Jack.
My whole shtick is making fun of the AI.
That's not bad grammar. That's syntactical error.
Like right here. Next, part 1, chapter 2. That's not confusing at all. Welcome to hell. Also, welcome to Zombieland. Are you ready to survive the onslaught? Wow, the AI had 2 sentences and changed its mind 4 times in those 2 sentences. Guys, why must you shit on me even when I'm not on the show? Because I don't know how else to be funny, Jack. It's a crutch. It's not a good crutch.
It's because everyone, when we punch Jack, we got to punch up. And you're the only one who's higher than us.
Exactly.
Come back, please.
You're the only one who's more handsome and more talented than all of us, so we have no choice.
Look at this face, Jack. Look at it.
Look at what we're reduced to without you. We can't even say the word reduced without stuttering.
All right, drink, you fucks. Thanks, Jack.
I'm out. Okay, I don't like this next part 1.
No,
nonsense.
we can't go to this part 2
no,
or whatever.
Let's retry.
You run after him. The arm begins to fall apart. You eventually reach the end and look out. The man's gone, and you're all alone. The end. You've reached the bad ending of the story. Try again.
So maybe, oh jeez, like maybe if we had just shot him first, we wasted all this time like asking questions, and now I imagine it's like I'm picturing the scene at the end of the first episode of The Walking Dead when he's like in the tank, and they're like crawling up near him, and there's just like a city full of walkers crawling on him. You know that episode, the only good episode of the show.
I've watched a single episode in season 4,
and it wasn't even the good episode of the show, Eric. Great.
Okay.
But that's what I'm picturing. Like the zombies are crawling up towards the supermarket. We're dead now. There's no escaping.
I think King of Autumn says ending of story 2. Well, we had our zombie adventure. We met a gangster.
We met a gangster for like a half second.
Yeah.
I want to know what his story was. How did he end up in all this with the zombie apocalypse? Like, why did that gangster?
He might have just been. He might have just been a distraction for. This is the worst short story collection I've ever read. Good thing we didn't write it.
What a waste of 12. Ow. Okay, Jack. All I want is your approval.
Oh, it's like when my dad gets mad at me. Wanted him to look down and see the blue on his arm. You know what? That canonically, that is what happens next, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack, you missed the suicidal robot. That was amazing.
Could you do an epilogue? Let's just do an epilogue.
Sure.
See what happens.
I already pressed back, so it's gone.
Well, that's the epilogue. Everything's gone.
I think the epilogue is he looks down to see the blue on his arm, and he hears scratching at the door.
Okay. Oh, right.
I think that's the epilogue.
All right, cool. Let's do another one. One more time.
Well, it's only 6 o'clock. We can,
Yeah.
That last one was only 10 minutes long, apparently.
I was gonna say this.
Red Gamer Soul wants to hear the old man's backstory about how he got bitten, and I believe they did redeem a backstory corner. Eric, would you like to take this one?
Well, I didn't realize that the world had gone to shit. I live alone and I don't really watch the news. Just old gramophone recordings of musicals. My wife and I used to listen to them. She passed many years ago. And I would run my store. thought it was odd that not many people came, and I one day someone came in, and I was just so thrilled. I ran and hugged him, and then he bit me, the fucker.
Oh no, not Walmart Bing.
I wouldn't let up, so I had to kill him with a shovel, and then I buried him in the backyard.
My God, I buried him in the
in a corner ever
backyard.
since.
Buried him in the earthen floor of the fruit cellar. I mean, in the backyard.
I hope the peaches come in nice this year.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm sorry, chat. King of Autumn says, God, you just would have made us cry tonight. Well, you know what, King of Autumn? Now you know what's inside my head all the time. I don't know. Tragic. Jack just says tragic. Thanks, Jack. I could feel the sarcasm. I could. The yikes.
Oh, I love it. I'm very happy to see that emote in general. That's just me.
Yeah. It's a cute one.
All right, so for those of us that were wondering, I rolled a 3, but then King of Autumn really wanted Halloween, and I'm curious as to why Halloween was its own genre at the very end, so I clicked it. And instead of being given prompts for a character, I was just given things. You may have seen it for a second there. All it said was either it's a dark and stormy night, or note, or like some other stuff that made no sense. So I clicked note, and we have been left with this. So, shall I go back to narrating? Unless Noah really wants to narrate, I don't know.
Oh God, I don't have the game open. I only have the stream.
This one seems to me to me more like the classic choose your own adventure books. Like it seems like we have several doors we can choose through and things like that. So I'd really like to see Twitch chat maybe make some choices for us here. What do you guys think?
It's one of these, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember this now. I think I played this once, but it was long ago. All right, Twitch chat, you're with us. Shout out the input. I'll be looking. All right,
you
Jesse,
wake up alone in a room with no memory of how you got there. There is a desk with a letter on it. The letter addresses you by name, informing you that a life depends on what you do next. You may choose between 2 doors. The first door is guarded by a huge man with a knife in his teeth. I don't know why, but I'm picturing he's not holding it in his teeth. He's been stabbed in the teeth with the knife. The second door has a rhyming couplet written above it.
So Twitch chat, do we go for the man with the knife?
Well, actually, Mysterious P makes a good point, which is we should read the rhyming couplet before we decide. Because maybe the rhyming couplet is like, if you go through this door, you'll win the game forevermore. Right?
Yeah, that is a couplet.
That is a couplet.
Kind of.
It rhymed. There was 2 lines. Come on.
If we paused, if you go through this door, you'll win the game.
No, if you go through this door, you'll win the game forevermore. I mean, yeah, the syllables don't match. But... You know what, Eric? Read the damn couplet.
All right. The couplet. All right,
we got to solve the riddle. Yeah, imagine the riddle is just like, what's black and red and white all over? Nah, I fucked that one up.
Black and red.
That was actually fully what was written out.
Yeah. The guy who wrote it didn't understand the riddle either. He was just like, I saw this in a newspaper once and never understood it. You read the couplet. Though I seem like the door to Evite Fent, I am truly the door to Vinny.
Trust me.
My cousin. Trust me, you can make it through. And I don't think this guy knows what a couplet is either, because that's 3 lines, none of which rhyme.
You open the door and see another man's. Though I seem like the door to because it's poor English, right?
Yeah, Evite Fent. We got an Evite to somewhere? Or is that
Evite Fate?
I'm truly the door to
Vinny.
Vinny.
Make it through en route. Good thing you
You
paid
open the
attention in
door.
class to nursery rhyme, sure.
Good thing you paid attention in class and liked nursery rhymes when you were little. You open the door. Wait. Oh, I guess we're choosing door 2. And see another man standing on the other side. Noah, can you please draw my cousin Vinny on the other side of the door?
So it's just Joe Pesci.
I am truly the door to Vinny. You look at the man. The man is short and balding with a slender face. He has little round glasses that make his eyes look huge. He smiles at you in a self-satisfied way. God, I hate this guy already. You feel confused and disoriented, but somehow you know not to react to this stranger. Something about him feels off, and you don't fully trust him. Hello? Does he have a knife in his teeth? Yeah, it's the same guy. In classic unprepared DM fashion, they go, you have 2 doors. Each of them has the same thing behind them. Old school
yes.
S's in the 1700s looked like F's. That's the Evite scent. Well, hold on a minute. Though I seem like the door to Evite scent, I am truly the door to Vinny. Trust me, you can make it through en route. In route.
In route.
I mean, it still doesn't really make sense, but I guess it makes slightly more sense thanks to Jack and his F's.
Well, yeah, but I don't think that the V is necessarily a V. I don't think that's actually... I think it's
Maybe a
victory.
U?
The door to victory. I am truly the door to victory. Trust me. You can make it through the route.
Vinny Vidi Vici. Clearly it made sense to your character. Well, you know, our character is much smarter than we are, because I don't have a level 20 intelligence in real life. You say...
Hi. Nice room you've got here. So, what's the game?
He grins, flashing golden teeth. I knew you'd see the truth, darling. This whole place was just a distraction so you could focus on something while I got you here. No one ever looks at the person speaking to them because it's rude. He laughs at his own joke, but you don't join in because it wasn't very funny.
I think I look around the room to see if someone else is speaking.
Is the stream lagging for anyone else? It's entirely possible that it's lagging, Spud Wizard. We don't have the best of luck these days. You look around the room to see if someone else is speaking. Yeah, he's mocking you. You lose 2 points. The judge bots do not like us today. You look, the room is small, about the size of a walk-in closet or a small linen closet. That's very small. The walls are painted a dark red, and there's a wooden chair in the middle of the room, and probably room for nothing else because it's a walk-in closet. There is one window, which is very small, and lets in a triangle of sunlight from the outside. So we have an outer wall. So are we trying to escape this house? Or we still haven't figured out something's gonna die based on our actions, according to the letter, right? Jack, the drinking game has changed with every story. Given that this is a Halloween-style choose-your-own-adventure, maybe we drink every time we open a door, because there's probably gonna be lots of those. Killbot is hilarious. Killbot is truly the greatest at comedy. You are in a room. Go in other rooms. You gain no points. Noah, did you give our fellow rickets? His legs are very bow-legged.
Yeah, no, he's sitting in the chair that is in that tiny
Oh,
room.
you just haven't done the chair yet. I think
drawn it.
leave the chair, and he just canonically has rickets now.
Oh, this poor man.
This poor rickety man.
This poor Vinny. I was really ready to draw Joe Pesci, and then he wasn't, and that was very sad.
You sit in the chair.
You have my attention. I won't take my eyes off you.
You say, and you stare him right in the eye. Oh then, I guess it's time to get down to business. He grins and sits down on the floor, which is difficult given that his legs are rickety. So, my name is Mr. Scratch. You may have heard of me in passing, although few have received the full treatment you're about to receive. I'm here to make you an offer that you can't refuse. Do we listen to Mr. Scratch's offer, chat? Or, like, I don't know. Something about this guy doesn't give me good vibes. I don't know what it is.
Something about this guy makes me think of a character that I drew in an early episode of this show that I cannot remember his name.
Prematurely refuse the offer. You won't be able to refuse it. I already refuse. Okay, well, I guess I was wrong. Stab him in the teeth. Nah, that's how the last guy turned out.
Well, we
All
have
right,
to play
it seems
the
like we
game,
want to
right?
hear him out. Chat wants to hear him out, I think.
Yeah. Well, we have to play the game.
Yeah, exactly.
You say.
Spit it out. I don't have all day. A life depends on it.
Okay, well, there it goes. Scratch smiles and begins to speak in a sing-song voice. You are a smart one. Only the smartest get to decide how the game plays out. Now I'm gonna offer you a deal. You may choose one person in the world to live, and everyone else will die. Holy shit!
Oh, God.
Usually
Although-
it's the other way around.
JudgeBot does say that this is a common scenario in games like this. What?
Is it?
But that's actually a way more interesting question. If you could pick one person in the world to carry on the human race and the entire legacy, who would you choose?
That's easy. Kevin Bacon.
He is close to everybody.
I was about to say everybody would have a Kevin Bacon number of 1 at that point.
Yeah, but the problem is, if you choose anyone else and Kevin Bacon dies, they would miss him.
I mean, that's a very fair point.
Red Gamer Soul says this sounds like a Twilight episode, which, as we established on Discord earlier today, does not involve sparkly vampires.
I need to remember. At one point, I established my Kevin Bacon number, which was like a surprise to me, but I can't remember what it was.
This guy looks suspiciously like Dr. Applebottom from the first one. Oh, maybe this is where he ended up.
I'm gonna try and beat him at his own logic game, the piece of shit.
Yeah, Drew has an interesting idea. Maybe offer the guy to be the one that lives, because otherwise he'll die, right?
The guy? You mean the guy I'm
The
talking
guy that
to?
we're talking to.
If he's the only one who lives?
Yeah, maybe we save him, and he'll have a change of heart, says Drew. Unless, what were you going to put?
I'm gonna say the last person who will be born.
Oh. And smart guy.
I am so
Yeah.
sorry, everybody.
Noah's soul just escaped through his nose. Bless you.
I am so sorry, everybody.
We will to wait.
Were we kidnapped by Mr. Scratch, or are we in a nightmare? I feel like, given what we know of this guy, he's somehow orchestrated this.
He knew you would open the
Yeah,
second
like
door.
I'm getting that kind of, like, I'm getting like Jigsaw kind of vibes from this guy. Which I guess just means that Tooth Stabby guy is his bodyguard or something. I don't know. Drew says, Noah, you discussed him.
That's
so
fair.
you've discussed him. You say,
Yes,
I choose the last person who will be born, all the way at the end of the human race. I guess we'll have to wait and see who that is. Might be a while.
no. Scratch shakes his head. Fuck. First rule of improv, say no to everything. It won't be that long of a wait. And it won't be that person that you just mentioned.
How do you know? We're hitting enter. Jesus, take the wheel.
I changed the conditions of the test.
I should have said Jesus. Fuck.
Because that person still has to be born. I can't tell you any more than that, but think about it. Who would choose a life of slavery over death? Ah, call back to the first episode. You think about it. Yeah, you think about it for a while, but no one comes to mind. You decide to try a different approach. So maybe this is William Appleman. He just got old and became slightly Italian.
I think it is actually Joe Pesci without his makeup on.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, Joe Pesci does have little swirls on his...
Yeah, but they paint it over for every movie.
Yeah.
So.
If I give him a hat, he's gonna look. It'll look like we're watching Home Alone.
Choose a different approach. Violence.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm Mysterious Pete. We're gonna go one up.
No possible way you could leave this place, except of course through the door you just came in. Offer him peach schnapps. That's my favorite of the schnapps. Jack, you would have really liked our cyborg dystopia, terrifying, suicidal nonsense that the first one was. It was quite sad, but very deep for the AI. You take out your penknife and stab him in the throat, and you say,
I don't have time for this.
Scratch doesn't even attempt to dodge your attack. He watches as you stab him in the throat. His face morphs into something inhuman, as if he was a robot all along! Oh! He begins to laugh, and it's quite the eerie noise. The smell of brimstone fills your nostrils, and the walls begin to melt. Are we going to robot hell?
Maybe we are William.
Shit out in robot hell.
Maybe we're William being tortured by...
Oh, this is where William got his horrific outlook on life.
Or it's who's his what was her name again? Reno.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe this is Reno torturing the human race. It's Reno.
Oh yeah.
I have no mouth, but I must scream.
Yeah.
Right? And now he's torturing William.
Yeah, this was him after he went like full Inigo Montoya and swore revenge.
All right, we're doing it.
The name Appleman symbolizes original sin. That's brilliant. Jack, I take it back. Best $12 I've ever spent. That's right.
And he has the same hair as Reno.
Aha. Oh, okay. If we were to go back and draw him again, you'd draw him with the same coat that he had.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did it. I spelled it close enough in it. Corrected.
You yell.
Reno. I know it's you. Come out. You're malfunctioning.
This is either going to be amazing or a complete disaster. A figure steps out of the shadows. It looks like Reno, although his face is much older. You made the wrong choice.
Oh my god.
I like the idea that somehow the android has aged.
Yeah.
Look, I was telling you, it's the new version of Bicentennial Man.
It's not a simple book with 3 different stories, one story in 3 different points of time. Uh-huh. And that's what we planned all along, guys. Yeah, he could look worn and rusted, for sure.
It looks like Reno, although his face is much...
William, why was I programmed for hatred? Why? The zombie apocalypse was on a different planet nearby. I think the zombie apocalypse is the horrific future once Reno has killed, like, all of the humans. You know, like, all the people that are left are, I don't know, zombies. They're related. I will just say that. I think they're somehow the same planet. Maybe we're missing another episode. It's kind of fun to tell a non-linear story, even if by accident. Reno made a zombie virus to wipe out humanity. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Robotic zombies.
Gone, all in a second. Zombies.
Blue Kool-Aid. Maybe the blue mark is from where he injected the, zombie virus into them or something. You say.
Still trying to live out a life you could never have. You look like shit, Reno. Open up your chest. I need to reprogram you.
No, you need to die. He draws a shotgun and aims it at your head. You don't bother to dodge. The pellets rip through your fleshy body and send you to the ground. As you lay dying, Scratch approaches you with a knife of his own. He crouches next to you and begins to carve out your tongue. Good lord, the judge bot says Scratch was honorable. In what world is that honorable? We're already dying and he's just defiling our body.
He was honorable, he waited.
I think it's the Halloween angle of the prompt that we gave it that's trying to just make it as gross as possible. I love how you've done him coming out of the shadows like that. That's super cool. Here we go. As you lay dying, Scratch approaches you with a knife of his own. He crouches next to you and begins to carve out your tongue. You know you will be cloned again soon. You'll get him next time.
And the AI doesn't know what to say. The AI literally says, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, man.
Fuck you, AI.
That's a great ending to number 3. I think we need one more that ties the zombie to the robot thing.
One more time. One more time.
I think Reno is the trigger-happy gangster type from the zombie story. Oh, maybe. Maybe. That could work, yeah. All right. All right, gang. Do we roll for this one, or do we choose now? Because we're trying to...
Always roll.
Yeah.
Always roll.
All
It'll work. I hope it will.
I have a D8 here. I have rolled 5, which is Cyberpunk, which we've done already, but that could be the way to tie it in. Reroll?
No,
okay.
We need a new one. New one.
Number 6, custom.
Yeah, reroll.
Number 3, apocalyptic. There we go.
There we go.
Are we a soldier, a survivor, or a courier?
Oh.
Maybe soldier. We were a survivor last time. What do you think?
All right, cool.
Soldier. All right. Character name. Here we go. Set it up, Eric.
Noah, pick a number between 6 and 9.
8.
Nice. All right, chat. 8 letters.
8 letters.
V.
V. O.
O. Voo. O.
Voopy.
All right. Voopy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. Voopy.
I missed.
We need one more. We need one more after the A. Give us something. Voopyam.
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 The great soldier Voopyam.
Say Voopyam. Say Voopyam.
All right.
Voopyam. Yeah. Save that fucking world, Voopyam.
I love when they come up with a name. All right. You are Voopyam. Oh, sorry, Eric. Do you want to narrate this one?
Okay, cool. I'll narrate this one. It's not. There we go. We're post-apocalyptic. You are Voopyam, a soldier trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world by scavenging among the ruins of what is left. You have an automatic rifle and a grenade. You've lived in this military bunker since the bombs went off. You wake up and report for duty to your commanding officer, asking him what your next mission is. Mission? Well, since we haven't really... Wait, who is this speaking? Mission?
Yeah.
Well, since this war hasn't really had one, most of us died in the final fight with the enemy. Those who didn't have been trying to build a society that can survive without relying on war. Problem is, most of the men were wiped out in the war, so finding someone to rebuild it has been difficult. Sexism. Sergeant Yam. That's an interesting. Yeah. Whoa. All right. You bet your ass we're gonna rebuild this war. If we put our asses together, we'll soon have a world worth loving. Lance Corporal Sweet Potato. Sergeant Yam. It's 2 A's in Yam though, right?
Oh, 2 A's?
Yeah. Whoop Yam.
No, it's just the one, I think.
Was it?
Because there's 3 O's.
Yeah, it was the 3
There's 3 O's in Voop. So
I thought it was VOOPYA.
No, so did I. But no, there's 3.
Right.
I realized there was 3 O's in Voop.
I am what I am, and that's what I am.
Oh, Jesse, thank you for that excellent inspiration here.
What, are you gonna make him Popeye? I am what I am, and that's what I am.
The officer nods to dismiss you. You hate working for these android officers. Ever since most of the humans died in the zombie-human war, it's been hell trying to make a living as one of the few non-robot soldiers left. You walk out of the bunker to go scavenge for supplies. Oh my god. That's a hard man, Noah.
Oh yeah.
But deep inside, he's soft, and you know he is. He just wants to have a garden and go fishing sometimes. The world won't let him.
No,
Not old Foopy Ham.
not all of the Yam family.
King of Autumn says Sergeant Yam doesn't have a first name. Voop is just his nickname because how fast he is.
You know, because when you talk about how fast someone is, just whoop.
Whoop. There he
Whoop.
goes. A shot rings out in the air, and you duck for cover, dodging the bullets and shells.
No,
As
dodging the bullets and shells.
Dodging
Son
the
of a
bullets and shells. As the shell lands nearby, you read the logo, Appleman Atoms. That bastard warmonger. You take aim with your rifle. You target. Your target is an enemy officer. Other soldiers with him. You want to kill him, but you don't want the other soldiers to suffer for it. A prisoner, or shoot them both.
Thank you, Outcast. I tried to work in Appleman again. Okay, so is the dilemma that if we shoot the officer, the innocent prisoners might die? I feel like that's how we're reading it, right?
I don't know. You target the enemy officer, there's a soldier with him. You want to kill him, but you don't want the other soldier to suffer
Maybe
for it.
you don't want the prisoners to suffer for it.
Or I think he's saying either you shoot them both, or you're going to have to take that other one prisoner.
I'm going to see what happens if we change it to this. You want to kill him, but you don't want the prisoners to suffer for it.
Cool.
So it's sort of like the trolley problem, right? Like how do we
Yeah.
get the enemy without the innocent guys getting hurt?
Cool.
I think we pull a Jaws
and throw a giant
and turn
explosive
into a
barrel
giant
at him and
shark.
shoot both.
Enemy officer. Boy, I cannot type today.
Ah, it's getting late. Almost 7 o'clock.
All right,
We've been
let's
at this for
see.
nearly 2 hours.
Let's see if the AI takes this and doesn't go, no, that doesn't happen. Something different happens.
You take aim. You take aim at the shell near your feet and fire. It explodes, sending you, the prisoners, and the enemy officer flying. In the ensuing chaos, you manage to squeeze off a shot, killing the enemy officer. You pick yourself up off the ground and check on the prisoners. You see that one has been decapitated by a piece of shrapnel.
Fuck!
War. It's a bitch. The other side is slowly getting up. You run over to help him.
King of Autumn is questioning how does this fit. Listen here, Mr. I've seen every film ever. I count on your expertise to help us fit this together. Jack says that it is pre-apocalypse. I like that. Like maybe the zombie apocalypse hasn't happened yet. This is like the lead up to it. This is the war.
This is This is the entree you eat before the full apocalypse happens.
This is.
I was gonna say,
think,
wasn't it meant?
I think this is Reno. This is Reno waging his war on humanity.
Oh, okay. Because we mentioned the human zombie war.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I think that might have been my original intention.
Well, we'll see where it where it leads us, right?
We do have a new character, Russell.
Russell.
Yeah.
You say, I think Reno, Voop is saying, "Hey, are you
okay? Are you okay?"
He looks up at you and you recognize him as Russell. Voop, is that you? I haven't seen a friendly face in... what's time anymore? It's just like 2020 when we were in that pandemic. Time stood still. Fallout 6. War. It's a bitch. God. Do you ever look up General Patton quotes?
Oh my god.
That man had a way with words.
War. Always bitching.
No, I'll read some of them. It's foolish and wrong to mourn the men who died. Rather, we should thank God that such men lived. All right, that one's not great. It's a great, lovely sentiment, but no poor bastard won a war by dying for his country. He won it by making other bastards die for their country.
I feel obligated to respond to King of Autumn, who says, "Hey Jesse, I was just asking a question. That wasn't to come on at you, man. I literally give me your expertise here, because you are way smarter in pop culture than me, and I don't say that lightly." Okay. I've tried to establish a relationship with Russell here. Let's see if it works.
You say.
Yeah, it's me, kid. Nice to see you again. Been a long time since the speakeasy tour. Come on. Let's get you somewhere safe.
You need to kill the other prisoners.
What?
They're the only people who can attest to what happened. You killed the enemy officer in self-defense, right? This man is so shell-shocked, I don't think he knows what's what.
Yeah, I think,
He thinks that oh my god, we're gonna get beat again. And, oh, don't put me in the hole. I think, God, AI, you are so sad. AI needs to talk.
I'm gonna try and nurse some sense into this guy. Make him slow down, take a breath here. Speakeasy tour sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's that they were at a speakeasy drinking together or if they were doing like a bar crawl, but it was all speakeasies. I don't know.
You say.
Come on, kid. You've had a hard week. This isn't you talking. Come on, drink some water.
No, I'm serious. This guy needs to die. You can help me. You always were a reliable ally.
He's lost his mind, man.
You don't think it. You act. You lunge for Russell, but he twists away and draws his gun on you. You freeze. Oh my god, what a dramatic scene. Russell. Russell. I don't know if it's a maybe Russell was tortured by the robots. I think we are pretty certain Russell has been tortured by the robots. Maybe they're experimenting on him. Maybe he's a cyborg. Maybe they're seeing if they can turn the humans in psychological warfare. Brother on brother. You say.
Come on, Russell. I know you feel like there's nothing left. Hell, if Reno had killed my family, I'd have hate in my heart, too. But put the gun down. This isn't what you want.
You don't know a goddamn thing about me. I have nothing left. And this man is to blame. Him. And men like him. This world is ruled by killers.
Is he talking about the decapitated man?
No, to the officer that's on the ground. No,
oh,
right. That's there, and it's vulnerable to us right now. And the only hope is to become a killer yourself. And maybe you have a chance. This does feel like the uprising of the Cyberman, King of Autumn. This is eerily similar. Oh my goodness. An echo. Yeah, it's true, XDTM. Like, regardless of anything, like, the AI has been very consistent today with the kind of story it wants to tell. I think that's really cool. It is certainly an interesting fact. I'm having a ball.
I am too. This is quite fun.
Yeah. This panel is also so dramatic. That I know is very evocative.
Heyo, ayo.
Russell pulls the trigger and shoots the officer in the head. As the officer's hat falls off, the shiny metal face glints in the moonlight. You recognize that brushed chrome and defeated expression. The officer is Reno, that murderous existential bastard. Maybe Russell was right. The S logo is emblazoned proudly on the android's chest.
Well, that's a bit derivative, don't you think, AI?
I was wondering if that was you or the AI. Jeez. That
wasn't me, man.
Yeah. You're just about to mutilate it when Russell grabs your wrist and stops you. No. I know how much those things mean to you. He breathes.
Eric, you got a little bit of scenery in your teeth there. You might want to.
I know. I
pick it out.
You know. You gotta have fun, or else when the robots take over, what was it all for?
All right, I think King of Autumn may have solved the Rubik's Cube. In order, the zombie virus was started by an AI, topical. Reno committed seppuku for being useless, or for being told he was useless, I'll point out. Appleman became so powerful he started a world war with robots. Reno became a dictator and serial killer, being a Riddler jigsaw on the hopeless humans. I think that tracks. And really, what we tell are the human stories along the way.
I think if I were to write this, I would say I would make it so that Reno, having huge amounts of conflict and not wanting to kill the humans, jumped off the bridge, but he wasn't completely destroyed. And then the Appleman Corporation put him back together.
Yeah, but they removed his empathy chips and stuff.
Or to figure out why he went defective and how he's becoming so sentient. Mm-hmm. But it was agony for him, and because of our mistreatment of him and treating him like an object, he became resentful, and it tipped the edge of the balance that he was fighting so hard to hold at bay. Yeah. Oh. With a mohawk and voluptuous lips.
No.
No?
No. You're shouting, but it's not coming
Oh,
across.
oh, I see. Now I see his teeth. I was in my mind. I was like, damn.
It's how I start. How I do mouths at this point is a little funny.
No, it's when it's completed, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a mouth. He's yelling. But yeah, he's very pretty. If he like was a little bit more cleaned up, he'd be a very pretty man. You straighten up and grab Russell's shoulder. The two of you walk away, the cold brass laughter of Reno's malfunctioning scrap body ringing in your ears and chilling your spine. Your head spins and you start to faint. But Russell grabs you and lifts you up. As you grip his forearm, the ripped sleeve rides up, revealing a pale blue mark on his arm.
There you go.
Number 432-8. The last thing you see is Russell's face. He isn't angry or happy. It's just blank. His eyes stare forward, unfocused. Same lifeless orbs that you saw in the mirror a year ago. You black out. Oop. You hear a voice say from far away. Shit, how much of that did you put in?
To the pale blue mark.
Cool. That's awesome. The cycle begins again. You've lost count at this point. Somewhere in the dozens, maybe even over 100. Voop, wake up, the voice says again, urgently. You groggily open your eyes. You're covered in sweat and entangled in your sheets. Your head is pounding, and your stomach is empty. You roll over, stretching and scratching at the dried remnants of last night's makeup. What? What's happening?
It was all a play.
It was... and scene.
Thank you for coming to our improv show.
We're getting weird, guys.
Was it ever real? Was Russell ever there? Or was Reno in your head all along, marking you as he marked so many others with that pale blue dot? You wonder if you're losing it. You wonder if you ever had it to begin with. Maybe this is what they want. Maybe this is just the way life is now. You've been trying so hard to find some kind of order in the world that is just not there. Maybe you're just meant to live in chaos.
Maybe.
I think that's a good place to end.
I think yeah. I think
That's-
we're trapped in the cycle.
Damn.
How do I do epilogue again? Square brackets, right?
Jack, tell us how to do epilogue again. You're the only one who knows. We need you so much. Come back, please.
Square brackets in story mode, I think. I don't know.
Thank you, Jack. Yeah, no kidding, Spud Wizard. Like, it has had some turmoil in its circuits. Reno stands on the bridge once more, surveying the chaos he sowed. The water's red with blood, and bits of corpses float by.
I wanna say something poetic here, but I'm just too damned full.
He grins and leans on the railing.
Fuck.
All right, dude.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yikes. Wow.
What an adventure. Jesus.
Okay, Wow. Let us try as a group, the three of us, to recap. Not in the order of, not in chronological order, but let's recap the stories that we've had tonight. And see where the night has taken us. We started out in a cyberpunk world as a robot called YGJ Reno.
YGJ. That's it.
We learned about how we as robots are subjected to chattel slavery because we are objects in the eyes of the humans. And the one person that we thought was our friend, William Appleman, turned out to be the worst human of all. The one who created us to be a slave in the first place. We left. We made it look like we were going to jump off the bridge, but instead we vowed revenge on all of humanity. Cut to... Eric, a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, we were Set Okami and Doge Master Extraordinaire. We were sneaking through an abandoned town, dodging zombies at our every turn, and dodging bullets from Oregon gangsters who have reinvented themselves and found the true calling of their life. We met an old man in a supermarket who probably was bitten as a zombie, but he ran away. And then the world went black.
Cut to a strange house with two mysterious doors and a cryptic note stating that people would die unless our next actions were very, very careful. Our action, of course, was to walk through the door and meet a strange man by the name of Mr. Scratch, who threatened us. But it turned out, of course, that Reno may have been behind the whole thing as he stepped out of the shadows with his shotgun and took us down as Mr. Scratch cut out our tongue. A vicious, terrible, terrible thing that really just set the stage for everything Reno was going to do to humanity as part of his plot for revenge.
Well, and it turned out we were a clone.
Yes, that's true.
And it was happening over and over again.
And the cycle then continued, of course, again once more with our soldier. Possibly another clone? Who knows? Sergeant Yam.
He's got a ray gun. I didn't even notice.
I give him like a weird... It's like kind of it's like a mix between a ray gun and a regular handgun. It's like, this is strange, but I dig it.
Sergeant Yam, of course, was fighting the good fight against Appleman Atoms, the creators of weapons of mass destruction, but lo and behold, there was a third enemy that he was battling, and it was once again the return of the murderous, revenge-ridden cyborg android Reno. Was he implanting false memories in our head of our friend Russell and his descent into insanity? And what was the connection between Russell's pale blue dot that seemed to spell out numbers? Was that also the source of the zombie apocalypse? Perhaps we'll know. Perhaps we'll never know. But the last thing we saw was this horrific, existential-ridden visage in front of us. King of Autumn says we should do more anthologies. Drew says, yes, this is better than when you guys actually try. God. Maybe we'll do this as like a last episode every month thing or something.
I do really like the anthology style. It's really fun.
It's also a fun workout for us to try and make three disparate things work together.
Well,
you know?
No, but I will say part of the fun today was that we didn't set out to make an anthology, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Part of the fun was we were just doing vignettes, see where the world takes us, and then it happened.
We ended up discovering a through line.
Yeah, so I guess that's the thing. I'm down to do more vignette style, like where we just do little... Because, I mean, that's... When I started the show all those months ago, we did have times where we had like 2 stories per episode, which is weird. So it was kind of funny. It was a strange little return to form in a way. Yeah.
Well, and as far as storytelling goes, there's a lot of different kinds of stories you can tell, right? And a lot of different kinds of and the way things work. it, it's a lighter show, and it's easier to rip through a one-act short, kind of thing, and it's fun to do. I had a blast today, guys.
Yeah,
So
that's
nice.
great.
Yeah.
Like what? Wow, I'm so impressed with how. Like, I know I'm going on about it, and it's probably boring, but like I'm so impressed by how this AI has improved so much in a year. Like this is insane how much better it is, and how it gets better and better all the time. Like, I think that's so cool, and it's such a fun thing to interact with for me, and to watch.
Yeah, I think it's great.
So validating.
Well, friends, thank you for joining us on this wonderful, strange slapdash show that ended up turning out pretty cool. Yeah, Jack, the AI has been incredible, especially compared to last year when Eric and I first goofed around with it. Yeah, like Eric said, it's amazing to see where it's come in a year. It's been really awesome. Great. So, well, thank you for joining us, everyone. Please, if you're not part of our Discord, type in, !Discord. Join us over on the Discord, where we talk about shows and genres we'd like to see. We play a little portmanteau game. We share pictures of Jesse's mead that he brews, and let us know what you thought of this episode, and let us know what you'd like to see happen from the AI Dungeon Crawlers next, because we're always taking suggestions. And hey, if you want a guest star on the show, why not drop us a line? Give us a shout out. Chat us up. We'd love to hear from you. And of course, we end the show like we do every time by stating the motto of tonight, which will be a little interesting because there's only the three of us. So I guess we'll go in order that's on the screen. It will start with myself, then Eric, then Noah.
Whew.
And the thing about tonight is always
Be
ready.
For
when
The
curtain
rises.
Is it?
I
Always
like-
be ready for when the curtain rises.
I like
Wow.
that. That
Surprisingly deep. Usually there's like mud sharks and weird stuff in there, but I'll take it. Always be ready for when the curtain rises. Solid advice. Advice to live by. Folks, this has been AI Dungeon Crawlers. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week, potentially at our old time slot of Friday evening. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Great.
Bye.
Thanks, Gracie. And good night.